So we're live streaming, eh?
It's charging. I think we are now. Yeah.
All right, well then I'll go ahead and click my button.
Here's today's God Call with Reverend Bill.
If you had a magic wand that when you were holding it, whatever it was that you said would happen, that you were actually able to use that magic wand to create a change in the world around you, something new, what would you do with the wand? Would you watch what you say? Would you be careful about the language that you're using in describing that newness that you want? Well, you know where I'm going next. You are carrying that magic wand right now and always. Use your words well.
Recording in progress.
Good morning, New Thought Philly. I hope that you're doing magnificently. Check it out. We are one holy human union. I am so grateful, so very thankful. I feel a blessing, divine caressing. I am so grateful, so very thankful. My soul's addressing the prayers I'm dancing. When I wake up, I pray. How can I serve today? I surrender all confusion. I live in humanhood, no one's misunderstood. We are all a holy union. Come on now. We are one holy human. We are one holy human. We are one holy human union. We are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. I am so grateful, so very thankful. I feel a blessing, divine caressing. I am so thankful, so very thankful. My soul's addressing the prayers I'm dancing. When I wake up, I pray. How can I serve today? I surrender all confusion. I live in humanhood, no one's misunderstood. We are all a holy union. Come on now. We are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. We are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. Everybody say, we are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. We are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. Woo, yeah. Be so grateful. Peace and blessings, y'all.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you to everybody who is here at New Thought Philadelphia. That was, you probably noticed, not Emily Drinker. Emily was scheduled to do music for us today, but Emily was feeling a little under the weather. So we went and found another musician. I asked a bunch of our buddies. Jami Lula is actually playing at Agape Spiritual Community in Los Angeles right now. They start at 7:45 in the morning on the West Coast, but he was nice enough to drop into the studio yesterday evening and record 6 songs for us. So we have Jami Lula almost live with us this morning. So woohoo to that. And good morning, New Thought Philadelphia. We are here on Zoom. This is the Sunday before Thanksgiving. We're getting officially into the holiday season. So there's all sorts of plans that we have for things that are going on. I know some of us have at least a day off. Some of us have 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 days off coming up. Lots of change. There's change in the air. You know the rules on Zoom. That doesn't change. We've been doing this for a while. So keep yourself muted except when we're going to be sharing or when we're going to be making a noise together. So go ahead and unmute yourself now so that you can repeat after me. I open myself to love.
I open
I open
myself
myself
to
to
myself to
love.
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 I open myself to joy.
I
I
open
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 myself to
myself
myself
to
to
joy.
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 I adopt an attitude of gratitude.
I
I
adopt
adopt
an
an
attitude of
attitude of
Attitude,
gratitude.
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 And I know love is right here, right now.
I
And I
know
I
know
the
know
love
love
is
is
love
right
right
here,
is
right
here,
now.
right
here
now.
right now.
So it is.
And
And
so it
so
is.
it is.
So mute again, and I will tell you that New Thought Philadelphia is an open and loving community of spiritual adventurers, welcoming each person to experience their divine nature in an empowering space of unconditional love. Whatever path you've been on, whatever brought you to our Zoom today, and wherever you're heading next, we have been expecting you. So welcome home. Around here, we believe there's one power, love, intelligence, or force that creates everything, including each of us, and that we're each using that same power, love, intelligence, or force to create our lives according to our beliefs. The way we like to say it around here, your new life begins with a new thought. If you have extraneous electronic devices that you don't need to do something with right now, go ahead and put them on shush. I have a button on my computer that actually makes my phone and my watch and all the other devices that would normally be interrupting me stop talking to me, so they just talk amongst themselves. I'll find out if I have anything to do after the celebration. I'm Bill Marchiony, the spiritual director at New Thought Philadelphia. As mentioned, our music today is by the amazingly talented and deeply generous Jami Lula. We have a couple of practitioners for the celebration today. Joe Catanzaro will lead us in a meditation, and Jesus Baez is going to open us the way we open everything with a practical prayer. Jesus?
Thank you, Rev. Thank you. Yes, let's pray. When we pray and meditate, we are blessed. We are that tree planted by the rivers of water that give us fruit in the season, and our leaves should not wither, and whatever we say and touch will prosper. Prosperity is part of our being. Joy is our destination. Peace is our foundation, and love is the way. This day that we are together here, celebrating life, celebrating joy. The music with, with the flames of faith, the announcement, with the meditation, with prayers. We sing together in harmony. It's God expressing Himself through each one of us that is here and now. Not only us here, but the whole world. Everything is together. It's a web. Everything is love. And all things work together for the good, for those that are saturated with love. And this time together, sharing our gifts, we ask and we receive. We seek and we find. We knock and the doors are open. The storehouse of God is always open. Whatever our needs, whatever our cares. And we put our cares in Him because He cares for us. We are sitting and laying in the everlasting arms of the Most Highest. I'm so grateful, thankful, appreciation for this time, the only time we have, this present time, with love, with thanksgiving. I let my prayers be known to the creative law, that law that always works for us, even when it's not working, it's working. So let's focus and put our eyes on the author and finisher of our faith, which is that Christ consciousness, which is God's spirit in us. It's not only in us, it's through us, it's around us. It is as us, it is us. It is God, all is God. We are the channel, we are the instrument that God uses in this plane to express his love. And I know and I believe that each one of us here raise the hand and say, God, Spirit, I'm here. Work in me, through me. Ask you, God. So with thanksgiving in my heart, with appreciation in my mind, and with gratitude in my soul, I let my prayers be known. My word will never come back empty. To do whatever I send it to do with love and gratitude. And so it is. Amen.
So it is. So it is. Thank you, Jesus. So the reason we do a prayer is because it changes something, and this is the time in the celebration where we get to share on whatever way that prayer is working for us. I have a prayer work story, and it's Benjamin, who is the new Zoom technician for New Thought Philadelphia. He is a story long in the making. Some of you may remember him from the hammock in Brazil some number of months ago. You had found us through the job posting for the Zoom producer, and also for doing some virtual assistant admin sort of stuff for us. And we slowly, glacially moved through the process. So I am grateful to have Benjamin joining us as our Zoom technician. I am sure that Sarah and Breen and Dina, who have been the video technicians on Zoom as volunteers for Sundays, are grateful. And I know that the board is going to be grateful to not be talking about when are we going to hire a Zoom producer anymore. And so it is. Anybody else have a, prayer work story that you would care to share? Go ahead and raise your hand. You can use this kind or the digital one.
I do.
Go ahead, Christine.
Well, I mean, I have lots of good news and a lot of prayer works. I don't really feel like picking one over another right now.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna say, like, it's it's good. It's love unfolding. I'm here with you all, good people. Got to hang with Benjamin solo for a little bit. That was awesome. I'm just full of love and gratitude, and that is prayer working. So
Thank you. Thank you for that. Anybody else got a prayer work story to share? All right, then. Kazoo's up. We're going to herald in Jane with the announcements.
Good morning. This fully stuffed information is on the website at newthoughtphilly.org. Sign up there for the weekly e-newsletter so we can keep in touch. Join one of our 15-minute meditations on Zoom. They happen twice every day and are inspiring, fun, and quick. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning this week are also on Insight Timer Live, and the Wednesday evening session is co-hosted with Anton. Thanksgiving will be at 9 a.m. only. The Practical Prayer podcast this week is Outlining with Carol and Reverend Bill. Listen where you get podcasts or join the recording session on New Thought Media Network on Monday at 1 p.m. Our class, Do Healing Like Jesus, is starting on January 9th. The instructions to create transformation and healing are hidden in plain sight. In this 4-week class, Reverend Bill brings them to light and helps you learn this timeless technique. Registration is open now. Our winter solstice celebration is on Friday, December 20th from 7 to 8:30 p.m. at the Friends Meeting in Marion. Ritual, meditation, and inspiration with live music by Emily Drinker and Sonic Yogi. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Insight Timer, and YouTube. Follow, subscribe, like, and share, and join the 1953 spiritual adventures in our meetup.com group. We are always grateful for your financial support. You can make a tax-deductible donation by Zelle, Cash App, check, PayPal, Venmo, credit, or debit card. Thank you to the team that makes our celebrations work and has fun doing it. We get together before the celebration to put the pieces in order. To join the joy, contact our volunteer coordinator. Next Sunday is Hybrid from Falzer with 'Tis the Season. Reverend Bill has insights on making the holidays holy, whether you're making a list and checking it twice, preparing for Cyber Monday and Giving Tuesday, or hunkering down for an invasion of family. Live original music by Ginger Coyle. The practitioners are available for professional sessions by appointment. After the celebration, Jesus is available for a quick transformational miracle in a minute prayer. We'll leave the Zoom meeting open after the celebration for casual conversation.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Jane. So when people visit us for the second time, we have a lovely gift, and we're updating the gifts. So there's a little invitation, and if you're going to be at the solstice celebration, then you get our second time visitor gift, the new one, as a bit of gratitude. People who are joining us for the first time receive a special blessing as well, and also an invitation to get on our mailing list and so forth. So I'm going to treat Benjamin like he's here for the first time, and it looks like Lauren might be here for the first time. And if there's anybody else who's here for the first time, go ahead and wave your hand. So the folks who are here for the first time, just receive. We're going to give you a blessing now. We're going to rub our hands together so we feel the warmth. We can bring up that experience of love and send that out, knowing that you are the bright light of God's love. Thank you, thank you, thank you for shining that light and sharing that love with us today. And welcome. The next song is a greeting song. So as we have Jami play, go into gallery view and or scroll through and make eye contact with people we're in community with, because these are the eyes of the divine. These are the eyes of love, the ones that you're looking into and the ones that you're looking with. Benjamin/Jami.
Recording in progress.
All right. This is called Grateful. There's my boy in a bucket in the backyard under the sun. He's got his head down looking in the water just to see what he'll find. It won't take too long till he's off to search for somebody else. I'm gonna pay close attention to the moments just to see for myself. I'm not waiting for the time to be right. I'm gonna give that boy my life like I wanted for myself. I can't go back to where I've never been. There's always a choice, I'm choosing him. I'm so happy with my baby boy, and my wife, she bring me love and joy. I'm so grateful, grateful, I am so grateful, grateful. Now there's a woman in my bed with a past that I recognize. It's not mine, but I know where she's been and I realize we got together for a reason and I just can't walk away like I did in the past. Now I made a commitment to stay. I'm not waiting for the time to be right. I'm gonna give that girl my life like I never known myself. I can't go back to where I've never been. There's always a choice, I'm choosing them. I'm so happy with the baby boy and my wife, she bring me love and joy. I'm so grateful, grateful, I am so grateful, grateful, I am so grateful, grateful, I am so grateful, grateful. Oh Lord, won't you help me to be the man that you intended to see. I've fallen down for so long, now I stand in your grace. I know that you are the spark in my step and light on my face. I am so grateful, grateful, 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 sing it with me now, grateful, grateful, don't you feel a little grateful? I'm grateful, so grateful.
Right back at you. Right back at you, Jami Lula. So, so grateful. We're going to light the flames of faith now, and Nia is going to lead us.
Okay. We perform this ceremony to acknowledge that all people in all faiths come from one power, love, intelligence, which we call spirit or God. We honor the richness that comes from our shared diversity and bless the interwoven energy of the divine feminine and masculine. We light the first candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the second candle for the earth-based traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. As we light the healing candle, please put silently into the light the names of anyone or any place you wish to have experienced the healing flame of God's eternal love.
Blessed be. The reading today comes to us from the affiliated New Thought Network New Thoughts for Today anthology, and it's going to be shared with us by Christine Joy.
Prayer is sitting in the silence until it silences us, choosing gratitude until we are grateful, and praising God until we ourselves are an act of praise. Mature prayer always breaks into gratitude. Quote by Richard Rohn. Gratitude is a substance of our thoughts and actions that is helpful to use in generous doses all day long. Divine love, source of all that is, deserves generous gratitude. Being gratitude for what we have is a spiritual discipline. Gratitude can take many forms. It is a lifesaver to both the giver and the receiver. Times of loss may bring us much more gratitude for everything you do have. Losing somebody we love can still bring us the gratefulness for having had that person in our life. A great example of healing grateful, Myrtle Fillmore, one of the founders of Unity, was given a diagnosis of tuberculosis, her family's disease. She decided to bless every cell and organ in her body with loving thanks. Through her thoughts, words, and the action of healing gratitude, she healed herself. Are you grateful to people who serve you? What about the cashier who never seems happy? Do we assume they are unkind, or do we kindly consider that we do not know their circumstances or what could be troubling them? Looking at it that way, we can bless them and be grateful for their service with no judgment attached. Divine presence is the source of all, giving to me and through me. I am blessed with gratitude, and I extend my gratitude to others. I choose gratitude, and I extend my gratitude to others. It's a quote by Reverend Denny Miller Ralston. And so it is.
Recording in progress.
Here's some Floyd Lula for you. Grateful I'm alive. Sunshine, your eyes, dewdrops, dragonflies. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. Come on, y'all. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm grateful. Your voice, waterfall, thrush song, coyote call. Oh yeah, I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. Come on now. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm grateful. So grateful. Your hug, sweet kiss, holding hands in blind bliss. Oh yeah, I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. Sing it out, sing it out. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. The shadows I conceal endeavor to reveal another part of me, embracing all that I perceive. Oh, yeah, yeah. Woo! jasmine bloom, honeysuckle, and your room. Oh yeah, I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. Sing it out, sing it out. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. Let me hear you sing it. I'm so grateful I'm alive. 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 So grateful. Get grateful. Be grateful. God's grateful. Amen. So it is.
Amen. And so it is. And thank you, thank you, thank you, Jami Lula. Different parts of the country have different ways of phrasing things, different ways of pronouncing things, different ways of using the language. In Philadelphia, it's not uncommon for somebody to say, I went down the shore, stayed over someone's house, and had a Wooder ice. And that's everybody knows what that is. And other people would say, there's some stuff that's not exactly correct about that. There's some definite Philly words. One of them is Attytood. And that's the way in Philadelphia expression, people say Attytood. And there was a practitioner friend of mine by the name of Sam Brown, wonderful, deep spiritual soul, and a complete Philly accent. So he would get up on the pulpit and talk about an attitude of gratitude. And it was very entertaining for me and the other people who were not necessarily tied in with the Philadelphia way of thinking. But that's just the way he talked. He had an attitude of gratitude, and he wanted to talk about having an attitude of gratitude. And that's what we're going to do now. And I love doing this time of year because we're coming up on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, an American holiday, and we get most of us the day off from work, except we work for Macy's and the parade, in which case it's a big day. There's some other people who have to go to work on Thanksgiving, but it's a big American holiday. And it's the only American holiday that shares a name with a step in practical prayer. And, or maybe two steps in practical prayer. Our friends over at the Agape International Spiritual Center in Los Angeles, by the way, which is where Jami Lula is playing live today, they start with gratitude and then throw gratitude in partway through. So they get into gratitude twice. And it's important because gratitude is such a key, such a fundamental part of our spiritual practice, such an integral way or aspect of the way that we are creating newness in our lives. So gratitude lets us set up a positive feedback loop where we are actually feeling the good about whatever it is that we're experiencing, and that helps us bring about more good. It activates the law of attraction. It reinforces the law of correspondence. It's been defined as our energetic connection with what resonates and uplifts us. So we can talk about gratitude in lots and lots of different ways. And as you would probably expect when the talk is titled An Attitude of Gratitude, that I'm going to go over some of them. There's a wonderful quote, very basic, from Meister Eckhart, who said that if the only prayer you ever say is thank you, it will be enough. If the only prayer you ever say is thank you, it will be enough. And he was a mystic from centuries and centuries ago. And people keep on reinforcing the same idea. Eckhart Tolle, who is current and modern, says it's through gratitude for the present moment that the spiritual dimension of life opens up. So y'all, gratitude is a way of being spiritual. So we will do well to remember that. And gratitude is easy when everything's going right. Something wonderful happens and you just feel so grateful for it. Something nice opens up, and it's just that feeling of thankfulness. It shows up, and it shows up someplace in your body. And what I'd like to do is a really quick exercise on where gratitude shows up in your body. The interesting thing is gratitude is one of those things that we can bring our awareness to. So if you're comfortable and it's safe to do so, not like you're driving a car, go ahead and close your eyes and bring yourself to experience the feeling of gratitude. You can do that by thinking of something that you're grateful for, thinking of a time that you felt grateful, thinking of a person in your life who you're so thankful to be sharing this experience of life with. Could be a beloved pet, could be some event or activity from a time ago. Let yourself feel that feeling. Take a deep, full breath. Be filled with it completely. Feel the feeling of gratitude. Let it multiply. Let it unfold and expand in you. Be grateful, oh, so grateful. And deep breath out. Settle into that feeling of gratitude. Continue breathing and feel where you feel the gratitude showing up in your body. Breathe into that. Where's the gratitude showing up in your body? Be present for that. I know where gratitude shows up in our bodies. It's different for lots of people. So I asked artificial intelligence, which doesn't have any of these feelings, where gratitude shows up in our body. And it says we can feel it in our heart, center of our chest. Deep feeling of connection, warm and expansive. It can show up in our breathing. It can show up in our gut. That deep feeling in our solar plexus. Just feeling so thankful. It can show up as tingles and goosebumps in our skin. Sometimes in our entire body. I think ChatGPT missed a few. Sometimes we get choked up about something that's just so wonderful, something we're so thankful for. It shows up in our throat. And sometimes when something brings tears to our eyes, it shows up in our eyes. And it's different for everybody. If somebody feels gratitude showing up in their left knee, that's okay. Because the thing that we all have in common is the ability to be in resonance, in connection with that goodness that's available. Take another deep breath. Enjoy that deliciousness of gratitude. And as you're comfortable, you can return your attention to the world around you. Henry Ward Beecher said, gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul. So we can be poetic about gratitude. And we can identify gratitude where it shows up in our bodies. And it's, like I mentioned, really easy to be grateful when things are going well. But it's also easy to be grateful when not everything is going well. One of the key elements in our spiritual practice is the ability to understand where we are, the experience that we're having, and then choose something different. It's the pivot. It's the magic and the power of the pivot. It's where we're looking into the shadows and we say, yeah, it's not for me. I'm not preferring that. I would rather be looking towards the light. And that's possible for us all the time. And the important part to remember is that even when we're looking into the shadows, even when we're seeing the stuff that we don't want to be experiencing, even when we're mired in the middle of the muck, there's still some stuff that's going on okay for us. There's still some stuff that's working. Been talking to some of the people this week and previous weeks in the daily meditations who've been having some challenges. And I understand the challenges that they're having, that we're having, that all of us might be having. But there's also a gift that's being given continuously and being received continuously, and we can open ourselves up to gratitude for it. And I'm going to point out some of them, and then you get to say whether you noticed it or not. Every second, your heart is beating. And has been doing so for quite some time. Sometimes twice a second. It's going on right now. If you want to, you can feel for your pulse and be a reminder. If you're one of those people who feels gratitude in your heart, maybe you're feeling it anyway. That constant thump, thump, thump. And let's be honest, you probably weren't thinking about how grateful you are for your circulatory system, for your pulse. And if it stopped, be it would be noteworthy. If it stopped for any period of time, it would definitely be noteworthy. A lot of times we focus on breathing. In our meditations, we always take deep intentional breaths to let ourselves be filled with new possibilities and to let go of what's not serving. And that's also something. If you're feeling like everything is going wrong and you can't find gratitude for anything, that next breath, that next free, clear breath is something to be grateful for. It's possible to be grateful for any of the stuff that's going on in our physical experience with our kidneys or our liver. I just had an MRI a week ago, and it turns out that mine are doing okay. Thank you. Our digestive system. Try not having your digestive system not work for a little while and see how grateful you are to do things that are just so commonplace from day to day. A regular part of living turns out is a very nice part of living. Nervous system, your musculoskeletal system. There's at least one person who is on the Zoom with us today who is recovering from an injury and going through physical therapy and rehab to come back into that place of alignment and balance and harmony that a lot of us like to take for granted. Yeah, it's time to get up and go get a glass of water. We just get up. We don't think about how difficult or challenging or whatever that's going to be. And those are all gifts. Those are all gifts, and we can express gratitude and thankfulness for those gifts when they show up in our lives. And we can use those as a reminder that things are going well for us. So I've been dealing with the medical industrial complex, as Joe likes to call it. Turns out that I'm very healthy. All the tests have been coming back happy. They say positive or they say negative. The medical industry likes to say that the test comes back negative and that's happy. And I refuse to use that language. It came back happy. They're looking for a disease and they didn't find it. And that's their problem. They're playing hide and seek with the wrong particular ground. But that's okay. So anyway, I've got to go in for this procedure in a couple of weeks. And as I went in and I was talking to the nurse and the technician and the physician's assistant about everything that I needed to be doing, they kept on doing things like taking my pulse and blood oxygen and my blood pressure and all the rest of that. And they looking at my chart and kept saying, well, this is much easier to do with somebody who's healthy. And they're like complimenting themselves on how easy their job is. And it's like, I'm happy to help. I am happy to help you make your job easier. And one of the things they want me to do is use this thing. This is an inspiration measurement device. And the idea is to measure how well I can breathe in. And little did they know that I do daily meditations where it's all about breathing in and then breathing out. So I'm pretty good at that anyway. And then I spent 10 years as a scuba diver, being very much aware of my breath and focused on my breath capacity. So the instructions are that they want me to see how deeply I can breathe in. And it's like, you're not going to be able to do it with this device because it goes all the way to the top of the scale and stays there until I'm done. So, and the name of the device, let me just make sure. I want to make sure that I get it right. It's an incentive spirometer. It measures my inspiration. And the incentive is that I should be inspired. Well, that's my kind of device. If you're going to measure my inspiration, I'm going to be as inspired as I can possibly be. And if there's an incentive for that, then let's make that happen as well. And this is for pre-admission testing, dealing with the medical establishment. And there's no need for me to be happy or joyous or anything other than just completely businesslike about this. And I can use that as a reminder of the things that's working, the things that are working. So what are the things that you take for granted? Not just in your body, and the physical body things are really easy. There's a lot of stuff that we get to take for granted. And we can look past all of the good things that are happening for us. And there is a huge tendency for people to get together and talk about the drama, talk about the conflict, the challenge, the exceptions that are going on in our lives. Do you have a comfortable place to sleep? Are you grateful for it? Yeah. Do you have a friend somewhere who cares about you? Yes, you do, by the way, if you're wondering if that's the case. Yes, you do. I can tell you that because you're here. But if you're not aware of it, it's nice to have that reminder that there is somebody in the world who loves and cares about you. Are you confident that you're going to have a filling meal sometime today? Are you feeling grateful for it, or are you just wondering where you're going to get it and which one it's going to be? And maybe be unhappy that they ran out of your favorite thing at the Wawa. It's possible to be grateful and thankful about anything. Do you have a supportive spiritual practice? Something that you can rely on to remind you of your connection with the infinite. These are all things that we can adapt an attitude of gratitude about. And we're welcome to do that. We don't have to. That's the really wonderful thing about this. The infinite is giving us all of these gifts, sometimes the ones that we've been asking for and that we put into our prayer work stories, and sometimes the ones that we take for granted. Gifts given, and we're receiving them. And we can be grateful for them at any time. And that feeling of gratitude that shows up, you felt where it shows up in your body, it changes your body. It changes the way that you feel, and the way that you feel expresses in the way that you engage in the world. So maybe there's some benefit in having more of an attitude of gratitude. Is there freedom in your life in any area? We all have freedom in some way or another. Even people who are completely hemmed in have freedom of some sort, even if it's just the freedom of our thoughts, to turn away from the ones that are not working for us and turn towards the ones that we would prefer instead. The pivot is always available regardless of how constricted we might feel. Zig Ziglar said that gratitude is the healthiest of all human emotions. The more you express gratitude for what you have, the more likely you will have even more to express gratitude for. How about that? How about that? I asked the digital parrot, ChatGPT. And by the way, if you think that artificial intelligence is coming up with something wonderful and spectacular, it's not. It's basically listening to everything that humanity has ever said and giving back the most popular ones. So the chances of it coming up with something brand new are limited. But I asked, um, what are some gratitude practices that we can have to make ourselves feel more grateful? And I'll repeat them here for you because you might not have asked recently. Gratitude journaling is one. Write down every day 3 to 5 things for which you are grateful. And it can be your pulse. It can be the fact that you made it home. You can do a mindful gratitude meditation. Sit quietly and breathe, just feeling gratitude. And you've already done the experiment for where it shows up in your body. Just focus on that part of your body, breathe gratitude into that, and feel it. You can express gratitude to other people. Look for something to say thank you for. Look for something to express gratitude for. Is it possible that somebody is going to do something nice for you this month, today, right away? If you're on the lookout for it, then you get to express gratitude for that, and that reactivates the whole thing. It gets that cycle going again. You can pause and reflect. Just stop and observe what's going on in your life that you can be grateful for. And there are gratitude rituals. And there are more. And there are more beyond that and more beyond that. What can I be grateful for? What can I be grateful for? If you love turkey and stuffing, you're going to have something to be grateful for this week. Because even if there's not somebody cooking you a turkey, there's going to be lots of folks with turkey specials going on. Adopting an attitude of gratitude, to make sure I say it the Philly way, is tremendously valuable. It is the second to last step in a practical prayer. Once we have firmly established in mind the goodness that we are inviting and acknowledge that that goodness is on its way to us, we step into gratitude, thankfulness for the awareness of the creative process, for the good that's coming our way, to be able to speak a word into a creative law and know it's responding. It doesn't matter what we're grateful for. Wherever that part in your body is where you feel gratitude, that's where you're grateful from. So this week, everybody's going to be talking about Thanksgiving, and it can mean turkey with the trimmings and a Macy's parade, if you want it to. And it can be a reminder of a deep and wonderful spiritual practice and the truth of the good that's available for you now and always. Game on. Be in gratitude. Have that attitude and let the love unfold because you deserve it. And so it is.
Recording in progress.
into your hands. I commit my spirit into your hands. I commit my soul into your hands. I surrender into your hands. Oh Lord, I don't know what the divine plan is. Can't make sense of what I can't see. Yet I know that it's in order beyond my wildest dreams, into your hands. I commit my spirit into your hands. I commit my soul into your hands. I surrender into your hands. Oh Lord, oh, serenity is not the absence of life going on around me. It's the stillness I find at any moment, and the truth that sets me free, into your hands. I commit my spirit into your hands. I commit my soul into your hands. I surrender into your hands. Oh Lord, into your hands. Oh Lord, into your hands. Oh Lord, into your hands. I commit my spirit into your hands. I commit my soul into your hands. I surrender into your hands, oh Lord, yeah. Into your hands, oh Lord. Into your hands, oh Lord. My Lord, sweet Lord, dear Lord.
Thank you, Reverend Bill. And thank you, Jamie, even though he's far away. I'm sorry. I forgot to turn my video on. Remember the audio, but not the video. Sorry. So we're going to do a little meditation now, kind of weave together
the words, the music, the feelings that we've generated. And I was planning to start this out with the quote that Reverend Bill used by Meister Eckhart. If the only prayer you ever say in your entire life is thank you, it will be enough. So we can choose gratitude and we can feel it. But there's another step. That next step is to extend it outward. That can help us create that. I love this line from Jami's lyrics, one holy human union. I thought of all the different languages, how you can say thank you. Merci beaucoup in French, grazie in Italian, gracias in Spanish, obrigado in Portuguese, dankeschön in German, spasibo in Russian. So let's take a few minutes. Go into that feeling of gratitude and where it is in our body. Maybe there's nothing right now that you can identify, but you've had gratitude, you've felt gratitude in the past. Just examine the feeling. Just look at it, feel it. Just be curious about it. Bring it up. Offer it, extend it out. Because that helps to create that oneness that I have a feeling that this world is in real need of. So be grateful. Feel that gratitude. Explore it as we go into the silence.
We are born with gratitude. We are born with potential. We are born with dreams and ideas. We are born with love and kindness. We are also born with wings. Why are we crawling through this planet with resentment, unforgiving? Let's embrace, embody the attitude, the attitude of gratitude. That's a gift from God. It's in us. Let's turn it up, little notch. Because when we come from our center of power, Instantly, we are in gratitude. Instantly, we are in love. We are in joy. It doesn't matter what happens out there. That's why we receive all power in earth. I said it's in heaven. In earth is the out there. The heaven is the in there, the center of our being, where all power is given unto us. But when we start from our head, we see chaos and confusion. That's why it's essential to change the way we look at things. When we do that, the things that we look at will change instantly. And we are immersed here and now in gratitude. Because we move and live and have our being in the essence of life. And life and breath is gratitude. So take another deep breath in. Let it go. Shake yourself a little bit. And as you're comfortable, come back to the celebration as Jami sing this next beautiful gratitude song for each one here. Go ahead, Jami.
Recording in progress.
Something's calling me. Something's calling me. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Feels like I'm walking on marbles. Can't still the earth beneath my feet. Is my head in the clouds, my naked legs left dangling. I can feel my heart begin to pound. Whoa, whoa. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. A long dark night my soul it wanders. Can't see the light that moves me. If God is everything and everywhere that I belong, Spirit gently wakes me from my sleep. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Oh Lord, oh Lord, take me deeper than I've ever been before. Oh Lord, oh Lord, pull me deeper than I've ever been before. Oh Lord, I know I'm not the only one to live inside these blues. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I give my life, I give my love to you. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I surrender my life to you. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Love is calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Gratitude's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Faith is calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before. Faith is calling me. America's calling me. Forgiveness is calling me. Understanding calling me. Compassion's calling me. And what keeps calling you? A little bit deeper than you've ever been before. 'Cause God is calling me, and I'm grateful like I've never been before. Thank you for calling me. So grateful that you keep calling me. Grateful New Thought Philly called me once again, once again, once again. Bless you all, right where you are.
Thank you, Jami Lula, across time and space. So this is part of our program where you get to give voice to whatever's come up for you. So perhaps you have a newly adopted attitude of gratitude, or some insight about how Thanksgiving might not be what everybody is thinking is going to be. So if you'd like to, go ahead and raise your hand or use your digital hand. I think if I keep my hand up long enough, my digital hand goes up automatically. Maybe that's not if I'm talking. Anyway, there's Breen trying the system out. Go ahead.
So I thought about a couple of things. One, you're talking about, do you have a bed to sleep in and you're grateful for it? And quite often, Jay and I get into bed at night, we get all snuggled up, we go, "Oh, bed, I love you." Because we do love our bed. Some years ago, we went out and we went mattress shopping and we bought a mattress and it's just right. So we love our bed. And then I was thinking about, you're talking about, medical stuff, and I get a regular checkup, and I've had a few surgeries here and there, and why I thought about this, because you said every 60 or every second your heart beats, and I thought, nope, not me. I'm about 1.5 seconds, because my resting heart rate is very low for years of endurance training. And every time I see a new doctor or they check, they go, your heart rate's low. Are you an athlete? And I'm like, yeah, I used to, endurance training and yada, yada, yada. And they go, okay, good. So when you're healthy, it's good to have a low resting heart rate. So I think about stuff like that, and I'm grateful.
Wonderful. Thank you, Breen. Yeah, Joe has lots of experience with blood pressure that's too high or too low. Nia, not for you, just because you're a nurse and you got patients that do that. That's what I meant. Yeah. Nia.
All right. So a few things came up for me. one when you were just talking about love and we're all loved by somebody, the Stevie Wonder song came up, Ass. And I've heard that song several times. My older aunts, they love Stevie Wonder. But out of the whole entire 7-minute song, the extended version of the song, there's just this one line that he shouts out and he says, did you know that you're loved by somebody? And then that actually stood out of the entire song, that yes, we all are loved, by somebody. So that day, I don't know why it like kind of stood out. And it just made me think about a lot of times we want love a certain way and we want people to love us a certain type of way that we're not even paying attention to. Like you said, we're loved by a pet unconditionally. Our children may look at us, as miniature gods. They love us in spite of all the flaws and insecurities that we have, but they adore us, so I just thought about like how we all are loved by somebody. So that was one thing. And then a while ago, I don't know who may have been on like one of the meditations. I was telling Reverend Bill that I had a student. I teach an autistic class. I teach them employment skills. And I had a student who came up to me and he just told me, Ms. Nia, I thought about you over the summer and I prayed for you. And I was saying I was shocked. Like, why? Like, why did you pray? Why did you pray for me? Did I talk to him about anything? But he just said, I thought about you and I prayed for you. So I was like really grateful and taken aback for that. And he inspired me to like start my journal of just looking at maybe one thing that I'm grateful for each day. And I just wanted to share very quickly, like on November the 20th, I had wrote, now random things come to my head, so it might be all over the place, but it's very short. But I wrote oneness. That's what came to mind. And I wrote that I'm grateful for my New Thought family, a place of solace and support. I know a place of love and support that is reciprocated through my New Thought family. And sorry. And I meditated with my New Thought family, and it is all love. I found a sense of belonging with no conditions, judgments, but in sharing and in love. So I want you all to know that I'm praying for you all as well, and I love you all.
Beautiful. Thank you, Nia. That's wonderful. Yeah, talking about little kids looking up their parents as gods. We actually have two brand new babies on the street, one next door and the other 2 doors down in the other direction. And so we enjoy talking to the parents about how much they're going to be loved for the next 12 to 15 years and then how they're going to be despised right after that. Just the program. Christine, and then off to Jane.
I love you guys. I love the warm fuzzies and the goodness. So I've been going through some really painful things with my family, and probably most specifically with my birth mother, who I've been with her, helping her, praying with her, singing with her, cleaning with her, all kinds of stuff. My family, who's really freaked out and just fear-based all over the place, came in, saw that goodness, and just freaking destroyed everything in my mind. And that was like horrific to me. Horrific, like my reaction was not love. My reaction was not gratitude. There's gratitude always underneath for me, but right there, it was pain, judgment. How could you? Who the F are you? You're out of your ever loving mind. Wrath, depression, all kinds of stuff. It was really hard to like express gratitude and love in that moment, because to me that wasn't honest. I couldn't say I am grateful for this right now. What I do know is that there's gratitude underneath there, even if it's not me saying it. I center my life in gratitude. I know that even if I'm not feeling it at that moment, it's there. So my thinking here is when the cement's wet and things show up that don't look loving, or things come out of your mouth, or you feel something that doesn't feel loving, that's all good too. That is all good too. And maybe just write your name or pen your initials or a little heart in the cement and come back knowing that that cement's going to dry and that gratitude is going to be there and you can stand on that gratitude. And I think that's all I got to say about that. And I love you guys.
Yeah. Thank you, Christine. Yeah. Kathy, we got to go to the thing, but we'll talk after. So stand by. Jane, the offering, if you would.
Okay. New Thought Philadelphia is all about spreading the love. Our community is supported by your contributions. The gift you share helps fund our work in the world, and the way you shine your light spreads the love. We are grateful for every way you share. We don't have a basket today, but there is a donate button on the website to make a donation by Zelle, credit card, PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. And you can also mail a check to our office in Ardmore. The offering affirmation is on the screen. We'll say the affirmation together. I live in an abundant universe.
I am one with the infinite source of all good. I am a center of conscious prosperity. I enjoy the richness of life. I bless my gift. I share my gift with gratitude and joy. I know that as I give, I do receive. And so it is. Got one more song from Jami Lula, and I just remind myself that when I can't feel gratitude, I can check my pulse and then see what happens.
So much to be grateful for. It's all around us. See it, hear it, taste it, breathe it. Whew, in the smallest ways. From a red bud on my favorite rose bush to the smile on her grandmother's face, to the dew on a single blade of grass, I keep seeing in the smallest ways. From the hoot of an old horned owl to the laughter of children at play, to the first whistle passing my son's lips, I keep hearing in the smallest ways. When I pay such close attention, there's no judgment in my life. There's only love in the smallest ways. In the smallest ways. From the birth of my only baby to the song that I've sung full of grace, to the loss of a mentor not meant to be mine, I keep feeling in the smallest ways. From the scent of night blooming jasmine to your scent permeating my days, I can call to mind what I can't find. I keep breathing in the smallest ways. When I pay such close attention, there's no judgment in my life. There's only love in the smallest ways. In the smallest ways. In the smallest ways. Ooh, 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 from the light of your sweetest kisses to the tear that I stole from your face, and gelato we shared on the boulevard. I keep falling in the smallest ways when I give into sweet surrender. And I know that God is in this place. There's only love in the smallest of ways. In the smallest of ways. Come on, y'all. In the smallest of ways I keep seeing. In the smallest of ways I keep hearing. In the smallest of ways I keep feeling. In the smallest of ways I keep breathing. In the smallest of ways I keep falling. In the smallest of ways.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Jamie. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Wonderful comments that are coming through. Yeah, the pieces just fit together in a delightful and wonderful way. If you're traveling for the holidays, have a great trip. If you're staying home, have a great time. And love continues to unfold. Let's close with another joyful noise unto the Lord. Go ahead and unmute your microphone and repeat after me. I let my love light shine.
I let my love light shine.
I am gifted.
I am gifted.
I am a gift.
I am a gift.
And I adopt an attitude of gratitude.
And I adopt an attitude of gratitude.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Man, thank you, thank you. Kathy, you had something you wanted to say a bit ago.
Yeah, I'm thankful for the practitioners in training class.
Excellent, excellent.
I've changed my attitude a lot.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Dragged kicking and screaming toward that one.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yep. Yep. You know, every practitioner student goes in saying, I don't know if I want to be a practitioner. Right, Catherine?
Yep.
She ran away before answering.
More like, I don't know if I want to do that assignment.
Yeah.
I'd say we're really good at prayer. Just the saying.
Yeah.
Benjamin, nicely done today.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Perfect.
your first two Sundays get to be unusual because next week is going to be from Falzer, which is different than a regular Sunday, but you know, we'll work it out.
So next week definitely is, we're not meeting the 8th, we're meeting the 1st.
Correct.
Yes. Yes, we're at Falzer next week because they're doing their Christmas market on the 8th.
Oh, okay.
And there will be 75 vendors in our space, and they can't move over for us to come in and sing and pray.
Okay, so next week.
Next week we will be in person, and also we will be in person for the solstice on the 20th, and that's at Mary and Friends meeting on Montgomery Avenue.
Okay.
So, and that's shaping up to be quite a spectacular event.
You just got Jane all excited when you said 75 vendors.
I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, you go over there and see what it's like to have people elbow to elbow with stuff.
I can't even imagine 75 vendors in that space unless they go upstairs and downstairs.
Oh yeah, they're upstairs and downstairs. They're all about the place.
God.
Yeah,
Yes.
live streaming can stop as soon as the service is over, Benjamin.
Brad, I'll be away that week on the 1st.
No.
Yeah.
Driving to Florida?
Yeah, I'll be in Florida that day.
Okay.
Oh, we feel so sorry for you, Jesus.
I will make the 20th. I will make the 20th.
Okay, you're on. You're on. We can stop the recording and the live stream if you want, Benjamin.
Just looking. All right, we're gonna roll.
Have a wonderful afternoon.
Great week, everybody.
Bye, everyone.